What if I told you that the person smiling at your success right now is the same person silently wishing you'd fail? Stay with me, because what Carl Jung discovered about hidden jealousy will completely change how you read every room you walk into. Carl Jung said that envy is the shadow's fingerprint. It leaves traces everywhere, but only those with deep emotional awareness can see them. And nowhere is this more relevant than in the world of the empath. You see, most people think jealousy is obvious. They picture someone throwing insults or making snide comments. But Jung's research revealed something far more unsettling. The most dangerous jealousy is the kind you're never supposed to notice. And empaths, they notice everything. Here's what most people completely miss about secret jealousy. And trust me, by the end of this, you'll start seeing people you thought you knew in an entirely different light. According to Carl Jung, every person carries within them what he called the shadow, the unconscious part of the personality that contains everything the ego refuses to acknowledge. And one of the most common things hiding in the shadow is jealousy. Here's how it manifests. You share good news, a promotion, a new relationship, a personal breakthrough, and instead of genuine celebration, you get something that feels slightly off, a delayed response, a change of subject, a compliment that somehow leaves you feeling worse than before. Jung called this shadow projection. The jealous person cannot consciously accept their envy, so it leaks out sideways. They don't attack your success directly. They simply become emotionally unavailable the moment you shine. They withdraw their warmth precisely when you need it most. Most people don't catch this. They rationalize it. Maybe she's just busy. Maybe he's going through something. But the empath feels the energetic shift immediately. Jung understood that empaths possess what he called intuitive perception, the ability to sense emotional undercurrents that exist beneath the surface of social interaction. And this intuitive perception picks up on withdrawal patterns that the conscious mind would dismiss. The empath doesn't just notice the absence of celebration, they feel it in their body, a tightness, a heaviness, something that tells them the person standing in front of them is performing happiness while experiencing something entirely different underneath. And this is only the beginning. This is where it gets absolutely terrifying. And once you understand this, you will never be able to unsee it. Carl Jung discovered that the shadow doesn't just hide, it acts. He called this phenomenon unconscious compensation. When someone suppresses their jealousy deep enough, the psyche finds ways to express it without the person even realizing what they're doing. Here's what this looks like in practice. The secretly jealous person becomes your most concerned advisor. They plant seeds of doubt disguised as care. They say things like, "I just don't want you to get hurt. Are you sure you're ready for this? I'm only saying this because I love you." Jung called this the mask of benevolence. The shadow wears the persona of concern to deliver its poison without detection. They're not trying to protect you. They're trying to slow you down. They're trying to introduce just enough fear into your momentum that you hesitate, second guess, and eventually shrink back to a size that makes them comfortable again. But here's what Jung understood that most people completely miss. This sabotage is often unconscious. The jealous person genuinely believes they're helping you. Their shadow has constructed such an elaborate disguise that even they can't see through it. But the empath can. According to Jung's theory of psychological types, empaths operate with what he termed dominant feeling function, combined with deep intuitive awareness. This means they don't just hear the words being spoken, they feel the intention behind them. They sense the incongruence between what someone says and what someone means. And when they detect that a person's concern carries an undercurrent of satisfaction at the possibility of your failure, they know exactly what they're dealing with. The empath feels the difference between someone who says be careful because they genuinely care, and someone who says be careful because they secretly hope you'll fall. And that recognition, Jung discovered, is one of the most psychologically isolating experiences an empath can have, because now they see something they can never unsee, and the person doing it has no idea they've been detected. According to Carl Jung, healthy relationships operate on what he called mutual psychological mirroring. When someone grows, the people who truly love them mirror that growth with genuine pride. They reflect your light back to you. But here's where Jung's research becomes absolutely fascinating. The secretly jealous person does something different. They become a distorted mirror. Instead of reflecting your achievements, they minimize them. Instead of amplifying your joy, they flatten it. They respond to your breakthroughs with comparisons, with stories about someone who did it better, or with a subtle redirection back to themselves and their own struggles. Jung identified this as what he called narcissistic shadow defense. The jealous person's ego cannot tolerate your expansion because it highlights their own stagnation, so their psyche distorts the mirror. They can't celebrate you because celebrating you would mean confronting the parts of themselves they've refused to develop. But here's what makes this particularly devastating for the empath. Jung discovered that empaths naturally seek authentic mirroring. They need genuine emotional reciprocity to feel safe. When they encounter a distorted mirror, they don't just feel disappointed, they feel psychologically disoriented. Something fundamental feels wrong, and their entire nervous system registers it. The empath stands there, radiating genuine excitement, and receives back something hollow, something performed. And in that gap between what was given and what was returned, the empath reads the entire truth of the relationship. But here's where the tables turn completely. And this is the part that Jung found most remarkable about empaths and jealousy. According to Jung's theory of individuation, recognizing these signs isn't just painful, it's transformative. Every encounter with hidden jealousy forces the empath deeper into self-awareness, deeper into discernment, deeper into what Jung called psychological sovereignty. The empath who has learned to read secret jealousy doesn't become bitter. They become precise. They stop pouring energy into distorted mirrors. They stop sharing their victories with people who secretly mourn them. They stop seeking celebration from people who are incapable of giving it. Jung said that the most powerful form of self-protection is not isolation but conscious selection. The empath who understands these three signs doesn't withdraw from the world. They curate it. They choose their inner circle not based on who shows up, but based on who shows up honestly. And that discernment, that ability to sense what others cannot, is what Jung called the empath's greatest gift and their most terrifying power. Because once an empath sees through you, there is no mask elaborate enough, no performance convincing enough, no shadow deep enough to hide what you truly feel. Carl Jung understood that the empath's sensitivity is not a curse. It's an evolved form of perception that reveals the invisible architecture of every human interaction. And once that perception is fully awakened, the empath doesn't just survive jealousy. They transcend it entirely. They stop being affected by what others feel about their success and start living from a place of unshakable inner knowing. And that, according to everything Jung discovered about the human psyche, is the most powerful transformation a person can undergo. Not the absence of sensitivity, but sensitivity sharpened into wisdom. Not the absence of pain, but pain alchemized into power. This is the psychology of the empath, who has learned to see what others desperately try to hide. And once you understand it, you will never look at the quiet person in the room the same way again.